Well, it's Monday, April 6th. Easter's over, so our government's probably back to bombing Iran again, if they ever stopped. They probably did not. Today, to be a Trump supporter, still, his approval rating has now dropped to under 33% approval ratings, and disapproval ratings over 60. Not much in the neutral. So it's the worst in history out of any modern president since they've been taking the polls, beating his only prior record of the all-time low the first time he was president. You know, I can even go on and say George W. Bush had a 91%, the highest ever at one ever point right after 9/11. So it's not TDS. Anyways, I digress. Him also, declaring and saying crazy things on his social media about Iran and, threats and other things. To really be a Trump supporter today, like I mentioned, and still follow what he does and still support him, and even those people that don't criticize him still, and were cheering for the Peace Prize and said he deserved it, but now cheering for war that he started because Israel is the only country willing to fight. No other country is willing to fight. So it goes to show that maybe we are in the wrong. Bombing school children aside. So that's anarchy. That's not the GOP. You understand? The GOP is against wars, or they say they are, even though the last Republican presidents are the ones that have started the, war in Iraq, the war in Afghanistan, which was justified after 9/11, but also Syria, Lebanon. Not saying Obama did not follow through with strikes there. No party is perfect, but one party is terrible, and I'm sick of the false equivalences, by the way. It's anarchy, especially on the right. And half of the Democratic Party, if they take money from AIPAC, they got to go too. The incumbents in this country got to go. They are the part of the Epstein class. Don't you understand that by now? We went from the Democratic hoax to there were no files to now there is files and his name's in it a million times. It's just... And now a war of choice. And we told you they're going to close the strait. The Houthis are going to close the strait on the other side of the peninsula. And we might be in trouble. So, not good on the war front, but at least we came together for one day on Easter. I love us to come together as a country every day. And even though I don't like a lot of you MAGA people, and I might not break bread with you, I still want you to have health care. I still want your kids to have a great education, public one, just like all these other countries where Donald Trump doesn't understand why they don't come here. We only get shithole countries to come here. Is because someone in Finland and Sweden who gets free education and free health care, and they can't get fired from their job unless they do a mistake 3 times, and even then they need it's insane to think that they would leave their culture and come here. And I was Italian. Before the Latinos, we were the persecuted, the Italian and the Irish. Irish need not apply? Yeah, we weren't part of the white race until much later. Because the white race was invented in Europe in like the 1600s. And who gets to decide who's on it? Anglo-Saxons. Anyways, had a rant for a little while, man. But silence is complicity, and evil only prevails when good men sit around and do nothing. I have to go to work. God bless. Please follow for more. I'm not going to try to show stats on this one, but I will show you stats on everything I said, because it's true, and I truly believe it. So I will happily send that up, but I don't have time before work. Otherwise, I have to hold off on releasing, so I'm going to release now. Love you.